Hi guys, thanks for coming back. Phrasal verbs, what are they? How do we use them? We're going to talk about separable, inseparable, and we're going to show some examples of how to use different phrasal verbs. In the last video on idioms, I briefly mentioned phrasal verbs and I said I would make a video on them. So as promised, I've put together this video on phrasal verbs and how to use them. And they do come in many different forms. Today, we're going to be looking at different types of phrasal verbs. So we have verb, preposition, verb, adverb. I'm going to explain the differences between them. I'm going to show you some examples where we use the same verb, but we use different prepositions. When we form a phrasal verb, whether it be using a preposition or an adverb, it completely changes the meaning. It's similar to idioms when we understand all of the words in the sentence, but there's a hidden meaning. There isn't a hidden meaning here, but they do have different meanings. As an example, go means to go. Go on means to continue. Go on, I'm listening. Continue, I'm still listening. So that's an example of how a phrasal verb changes the meaning from the standard verb. Phrasal verbs using prepositions. Prepositions show relationships, often involving direction, location, or time. When used in phrasal verbs, they often link to an object, a noun or a pronoun. Some examples: look after, preposition, after whom, meaning to take care of. Example: she looks after her younger brother. Her younger brother being the object. Run into, preposition, into whom, meaning to meet by chance. I ran into an old friend at the supermarket yesterday. Come across, preposition, across what, meaning to find by chance. I came across some old photographs of me when I was a baby. Phrasal verbs using adverbs. Adverbs modify the noun and do not need an object. They often change the meaning of the verb dramatically and can sometimes be separated from the verb if there is an object. Let's look at some examples. Give up. Adverb, up, modifies give, meaning to stop trying. Example, don't give up. With object, he gave up smoking. He gave smoking up. Turn on. Adverb, on, modifies turn, meaning to activate. She turned on the light. She turned the light on. Put off. Adverb, off, modifies put. It means to postpone, to do something later. They put off the meeting. They put the meeting off. Key differences. As you can see on the screen, we've got feature, prepositions, adverbs. The feature needs an object, preposition yes. Adverbs not always. Word order, verb, preposition, object. Verb, adverb, object if needed. Can we separate the form of the verb? Preposition, no. Adverb, yes, when we use an object. Examples, preposition, look after, run into. Adverbs, give up, turn on, put off. Some example sentences. Looked after, preposition. She looked after the baby while her sister was out. Turned off, adverb. He turned off the TV before going to bed. Ran into, preposition. I ran into my teacher at the store unexpectedly. Give up, adverb. We gave up when it became too difficult. Came across, preposition. They came across a hidden path in the forest. Not always a good idea to go down a hidden path. It can be fun, but can also be a bit dangerous. Put off, adverb. He put off the meeting until next week. Separable versus inseparable. Now you might have noticed in some of the examples we used separable where we changed and separated the verb. What does that mean? So imagine these red bricks are the phrasal verb. Okay? So we can have the phrasal verb and the preposition, or we can have the preposition in the middle. So in a separable phrasal verb, you can separate the verb from the preposition. You can put the object either in between the verb and the preposition or after the preposition. Is that a bit complicated? Are you following along? Good. Let's give you an example. Pick up. Pick up. So this is pick and this is up. I pick up the pen. I pick the pen up. Pick up the pen. Pick the pen up. Separable. But with inseparable phrasal verbs, you cannot separate the verb and the preposition. You just have to keep them together, like run into. You can say, I ran into the door. You can't say, I ran the door into. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Don't worry about, is this a separable or is this inseparable? You have to learn some of them and it becomes natural. Tense. Remember, the verbs in phrasal verbs can be used in any tense. The adverb or the preposition stays the same. My car breaks down every Monday. Present simple. My car broke down yesterday. Past simple. My car is breaking down now. Present continuous. My car will break down if I don't put oil in it. Future tense. To reinforce what I said at the start of the video, where the preposition or the adverb is different, changes completely, but we can still use the same verb. We're going to look at the verb to break. Break up, break away, break down, break into. First one, break up. This means to end a relationship. They broke up after 5 years together. That's quite sad. Don't worry, it's not all about relationships. The second one, break away. This means to escape or move away from something. For example, the prisoner tried to break away from the police. Break down. This one is used when something stops working, like a car or a machine, something like that. My car broke down on the way to work this morning, so I was late. Break into means to enter a shop, a premises, somewhere you shouldn't be illegally. The thief broke into the bank and stole lots of money. To make this point a little bit stronger, we're going to use a different verb. We're going to use the verb to turn. And we're going to talk about turn up, turn down, turn on, turn off, turn into. Turn on and turn off, very common. We use them all the time. First, we have turn up. This means to arrive or to appear. She didn't turn up to the meeting. That means that she didn't go to the meeting. She didn't arrive at the meeting. Or we could have to turn up the volume. Please turn up the volume on the television. Turn down. Turn down means to reject or refuse something. Like, I had to turn down the job offer. But not all turn downs are bad. You can use it the same as turn up. Turn up the volume, turn down the volume. Turn on. This one's straightforward. It means to start something, like a light or a machine. Turn on the TV. Turn on the light. Turn off has the opposite. It's when it means to stop something, like a device. Please turn off the television. Please turn off the lights. Please turn on the fan. It's quite hot in here. Turn into means when something changes into something else. For example, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly. She turned into a great singer over the years. You're going to turn into a fantastic English speaker watching my videos. Let's try a little fill in the blanks activity. As you can see on the screen, we have 5 statements, and I'll give you a minute to guess the correct form of the verb that's in parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. I can't put off this project any longer. She always looks after her neighbor's cat when they travel. They gave up after just one attempt. Yesterday, I ran into my old coach at the gym. He turns on the radio to listen to the news. Okay, a quick challenge for you. Can you create sentences using any of the phrasal verbs that we've used today based on the verb to turn or to break? Put them in the comments down below. I'll have a read and tell you which one is my favorite. Okay guys, that's the end of our video today about phrasal verbs. Do you have a better understanding or are you more confused? So we've talked about separable, inseparable, and we used some examples like break up, break away, turn up, turn down, turn into. So we showed examples where the verb stays the same, but the preposition or the adverb changes and it has a completely different meaning. So out of the ones that I gave examples of today, how many did you know already? How many do you use? How many will you now use after watching this video? So if you enjoyed this lesson, please comment, like, subscribe. It makes a big difference, and I do love to read your comments. So ask me anything in the comments. Tell me if there's a specific grammar point or some vocabulary that you would like me to make a video about. Thanks again for watching all the way to the end. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.